Action. Yo, 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 it's the three lions and the polar bear. Welcome to episode 3. Go on, Gilly, take it away.
So today, what we wanted to discuss was the opening of football and just the opening of society in general, but mostly football because we're interested in football. So we were deciding, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing that football's coming back and that it's coming back so soon, especially in Germany and the Bundesliga? So what we're going to have today is a debate. Is a debate, not argument, a debate about whether we think, without having any of our own biases as to our allegiances involved, whether we think football should be coming back and how we feel about it. So,
No.
there we go. We'll start off with that. So, Aizen
Why?
says no. Do you say no for just English football or football in general, since the Bundesliga is back?
Just
on,
English football.
This weekend on the 16th. Just English football.
Just English
Okay.
football. The French league can come back. The German league can come back. The Italian league can come back. Freaking MLS can come back. Just Premier League doesn't need to come back.
Okay, I know the answer.
Not
to
for
this,
this
but
season.
I know. Aizen, would you care to explain why?
I think the safety of the players should be our number one priority at this moment in time. I feel like they're risking their life too much for our entertainment, and I wouldn't feel comfortable having those players go out there and tackle each other, be close to one another, no social distancing, all the regular government guidelines we need to follow. So I wouldn't support it.
I just want to say one thing. He's a dirty United supporter. That's what he is.
You?
He's a dirty United supporter.
I thought you support United as well.
No, I don't support Liverpool.
You support Liverpool.
I support Liverpool.
That's why he's
Yo,
so
cut
tight
this
when
Zoom
you're
meeting,
picturing
man.
Yo, I've got you singing. You'll never walk alone.
I was
cut to that
shouting
clip.
out for Gilly. The Liverpool shirt, pull it out, hot on that. You never walk alone.
Don't worry, we'll do that when the season begins and we win the title officially. So we will be uploading that clip separately of AZ hardcore Man United fan singing "You'll Never Walk Alone." Stay tuned for that.
Even as a Liverpool fan, like they're trying to prove that I am, I don't want the league to come back, so that should make my position even stronger. I think the safety of Mo Salah and Mane, like these guys, they mean way too much to me. I can't see them risk their lives for us.
So AZ, follow-up question. So if you're so concerned about people's safety and player safety, why are you unconcerned about other leagues starting up?
Because I don't know what the governments are, what the guidelines
Say
are.
something.
I'll be honest with you. I don't listen to the daily briefing in France, do I? I know the UK numbers. I can't tell you how France did. I know it's bad, but I don't know if they're improving or not. I know for a fact England isn't doing good. So I can only talk about what I know.
But we know that US has the
What's
highest
up
rate
now?
in the world, right? As per the news. But you're saying you're okay with that. Explain. I think there's another motive. Aizen, would you care to elaborate on the other motives you have, please, as a Man United fan?
I don't want Liverpool to win the title.
There we go. Finally.
Yeah, listen, right? You both are Liverpool fans, so obviously you want the league to come back, right? But imagine in 30 years' time, this would be like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire question, right? They'd be like, Liverpool was about to win the league after 30 years. What happened? A, coronavirus. B, the earth stopped moving. 3, Judgment Day. They'd be like, no, it's A, coronavirus.
Do you know what? I've been patiently listening because I wanted to pick up the arguments Nemo and Gilly would make. So I want to answer the question now. I want to answer the question by saying I want no leagues across the globe to come back on because of the health and safety of every player and every person that's going to go and watch the game. That's my stance.
What team do you support?
I support the London team. You know, the best London team, the biggest
You
team in
support
London.
Tottenham?
bro, that joke even in London wouldn't fly.
You support Arsenal, yeah.
Chelsea.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
By
right.
the way,
And see, we've got nothing to gain. We're
Okay,
just
yes,
top
you do.
4. So my opinion is unbiased.
Okay, let me ask you a question, please. Okay, since we know AZ is you. Since you don't want the league to start, what would you
Yes.
have happen to the league?
I think the only fair thing to do once you've gone through all the options, once you go through the pragmatic approach and you rationalize all the decisions around it, the only option to go for is scrap this year's league. Start again from last year.
Null and void it.
Null and void. Done.
Yeah.
So what happens to promotion and relegation?
it doesn't. There's no impact, right? It's like this season never happened. You go back to last year and start from there again. So this season restarts basically.
But
So
isn't that
basically,
unfair on the lower leagues? Like they might have been teams who were doing really well, so they don't actually get promoted.
would you not want, for example, there to be promotion? Leeds have deserved to be promoted, or teams like Norwich deserve to be relegated, for example.
Look, the circumstance we're facing right now, they've never happened before in our lifetime, right? This is not a normal situation.
You can't even give a straight face.
He knows.
You can't even give a straight face.
We'll cut that bit. We'll cut that bit.
You know, one thing I want to know is, honestly, why do Liverpool get so much hate from the other teams? Like, you know, if this was any other team, they would have been like, give them the title.
No.
Give them the title.
Do you know what
If it was
is?
United, I'll be the same.
Do you know what it is?
Oh my
It's
God.
because
Nah.
you guys haven't
I
won
don't-
for 30 years, man, and we need that to continue. We can't have Liverpool fans talking about winning the freaking league, man. Yeah, you would never give up.
It's like a running joke, isn't it? Basically, is it right?
Yeah, we need it to continue. Like the world wouldn't be the same without it.
It's like anytime you speak to a Liverpool fan, 2005 Istanbul. That's the only thing you've got. Literally.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Exactly. I was about to say the same thing. You forgot about 2019, bro.
Yo,
Yeah,
fun
Madrid.
fact.
Right.
So check this out. You know, this season, right? I was just quite busy in life, so I actually didn't watch a lot of games. I watched one game this entire season.
Spoken like a true Liverpool fan.
No, let me. And do you know what game it was?
Go on.
Liverpool Watford.
Oh no. Oh,
My first game I watched this entire
let me tell you,
season.
that
I
was the
jinxed
only
them.
game I didn't watch, Nemo. It was the only game I didn't watch, and I jinxed them. I thought I jinxed them because I've watched every single game. Even the cups, even when we sent out our under 18 team, I've watched them all live on TV. Obviously not in the stadium.
Invincibles and undefeated, all of that.
But I've watched
All of
every
that.
single game. The only game I didn't watch was the one we ended up losing, and I felt
So
bad.
I
But now I
think
can put the blame on you. 'Cause you
It
two-
was me. It was me, bro.
For all like the millions of Liverpool fans across the world, we found out who to blame. Gilly and Nemo.
It's me.
We'll
It's me.
We'll be sharing the emails and we'll be sharing their home addresses for you guys to express how you really feel right now.
one of us for watching it, and the other one for not watching it. So
Sorry,
you should
guys.
not. Nemo, stop watching it again. All right, leave it alone. Don't watch it. Let me do the watching,
Bro, it's
and
the
then we
mad
can go
thing
back
is,
to normal.
like the following week when they played, I didn't watch the game and they won again.
Just don't watch anymore. Stop watching us. Like the best thing you do for us is like during this quarantine. The best thing you can do for your parents is to not see them. Okay, best thing you do for Liverpool is to not watch them. Okay.
Actually, hold on.
Just stay away.
You've not expressed. Do you think it should open up again? As Liverpool, fans, what's your
100%.
opinion?
100%.
How would you feel, right, if you open up again and like few players get the virus and they're homebound, or worse, something happens to them? How would you feel then?
Gilly? Gilly?
Oh, Nemo. Nemo, wait, I didn't answer. I didn't say I wanted to open up. You said 100%.
Yeah, you did.
Answer it with 100% honesty right here.
We were I was talking for both of us, so but I knew you could answer this. You know what they could do though? What they could do is they could so there's those kits, right? Where they could test the players before to see if anyone's got anything. And if they have, then obviously they can't play.
But don't you think those kids should be reserved for NHS staff members who are actually risking their life and not just football players coming out for your entertainment?
You walked right into that one.
Come on, mate.
You walked right into that one. I'm thinking in my head, don't go there. Don't go on the test kits. I can't help you right now. Okay. let me
What's
jump-
more important to you,
I'll
Nemo?
jump in.
The
I'll help
NHS
you.
staff will help
No.
you save the country or football players?
Nemo,
But the thing is,
I'm
they're
jumping.
actually selling those. Go on.
this is why you'll never walk alone comes in. You see, I'll never let you walk alone, bro. So
Go on, bro.
let me give you some answers here. Okay, the league should start. However, you should start when it's safe. Whether that's in June, July, September, August, November,
Jan
whenever.
2021, next year.
Yes, because
whenever.
we need it to start for the integrity of what's already happened. Plus, we know we know that the next season is going to start late anyway. So how do we actually know when this will be over? So what if it's not over by August time? What if it's not over by September? So do you want the next season to start anyway and still risk the virus? So therefore,
But
you're
what
ruining
makes
the
you think?
integrity of next season anyway.
What makes
Right?
you think the next season's going to start late? If they're
Because
talking
it's
about
already-
starting football now, right, which is
Yeah.
what, May time, June time, right? When does the season start? September.
But by your theory, you're saying it's not safe. So if it's not safe now, it shouldn't be safe to start in June or August.
How do you know?
That's
When
just
the season
2 months is a
completely
long time.
illogical argument.
2 months is a
Because-
long time.
Well, you're saying right now, which is going to be, in a month's time, essentially, is when football's going to start in England. So how do we know it's not going to be safe then?
Gilly, so basically
You're-
you're arguing for my point that null and void, cancel it.
No, not null and void. I'm
Cancel
saying
it.
You just wait until it's safe. So if it's not safe in May, in June, wait until July.
But you're
Wait
playing
until
with the emotions of football fans. Just cancel, let them know the end output. Why are you keeping the carrot there and dragging them along?
You see, because people like you want this virus to continue. That's why.
No.
You want it.
That
People
is
like
a
you,
heartless
and
statement to make.
the Man United
Whoa.
fans would rather it continue, so Liverpool don't win the league, rather than having this play finished and we can all go back to our normal lives. You see, I'm praying and wishing that this is over as soon as possible. Not for football, just for our lives. Maybe football has a
Just-
side consequence.
Just a
it
disclaimer for the
starts again.
fans: the statements made by Gilly are not shared by other members of Freeland and Parliament. That's just how he thinks. We do not agree with his.
All I'm
his
saying is,
thought process.
I am optimistic, and I'm thinking, and I'm hoping that this virus
Right.
finishes soon,
Gilly, tell
and
me
that we
this,
get
right?
back to normality. See,
Tell me this, right?
and that's why.
Right. If the Premier League comes back, right? Say we have 2 or 3 different games, right? Liverpool win all of them. You guys win the league, but then there's a question raised again that should we cancel the league at that point, or should we continue on with it? What would you say then?
What you mean if there's like another, I don't know, increase in cases?
There's another spike. Yeah, there's another
Yeah.
spike, and maybe they're thinking again. Like, should we encourage people by having a football and stuff come back, or should we go back to having
No,
more?
pause it again. Pause it until you can start, until it's safe again. Because you need to finish it. It's for the integrity of the whole league. It's pointless to just null and void it. Plus, here's another positive for you that you probably didn't realize. Next year, well, not next year, the next World Cup, yeah, is going to be in Qatar. It's going to be held in winter time. Did you know that? So therefore, the season that we're going to have in the UK is already going to have to be paused by 2 months during that period, or something along those lines, like a month and a bit, or whatever it is. So therefore, we're going to have a
What's that got to
pause
do with anything?
because we're already going to
Where
have
did
a
that even
pause.
come from?
Because we're already going to have a pause during the World Cup.
Yeah,
during
but
that
that's a
period.
pause because of a pre-organized event. This is a pause because of a
Yes.
pandemic.
So what you can do is you can then restructure the league to maybe start and
So
finish around those times.
restructure everything just as long as Liverpool win the league, then we're all good.
No, no,
You
no,
have
no.
to
I'm not all
be
about that. I'm all about the next
adaptable.
2 leagues. I'm all about because it's going to be in December time. It's going to be during winter time. It's never happened before.
Look, here's
And
the thing, right?
the World Cup is after the league is finished. So therefore, technically, the league should be finished before that World Cup. So that's why I'm saying we finish the season like now before winter time. Have that month break during winter time, where the World Cup will be in the next couple of years, and we continue that for the next couple of seasons. So therefore, when the World Cup does come along, we're ready for it, like we are for the World Cup in the summertime. Boom, scheduling sorted. The whole thing is done. See?
Here's-
I
They
have
need to
a
hire
solution
Gilly.
for it all.
Here's the
They need to
thing,
hire
right?
Gilly.
My solution to the world problem.
So you want the next couple of seasons to be disturbed for everything to change, just so Liverpool has a chance of winning the title, rather than cancelling the season and then going on as things were planned. So all the contingencies were already taken care of. You're right. They paid people loads of money to come up with these new schedules of bringing the Qatar World Cup in the winter. What does it mean for the league? Cancel all of that just so Liverpool can win the league.
Can I say something here?
No one's even mentioned how it's going to happen. The scheduling about the Qatar World Cup. So we don't even know what's going to happen.
But it's
Well,
You
pre-planned.
just-
don't know doesn't mean it hasn't been
It's
done yet.
pre-planned.
I'm suggesting a solution that works for all.
It's pre-planned. It's not like
My
oh, World
solution-
is happening next year. We'll think about it when it gets to it.
My-
We'll just ignore it for now.
Well, they haven't changed
It's
the season, have
pre-planned.
they?
Yeah,
My
but bro, they know
solution
what they're
works for
doing.
all. Do they? Do they?
It only works for the
Yeah,
Liverpool
really.
fans.
My
Listen.
solution works.
Gilly, I'm gonna say it straight, bro. I don't care for the integrity of the sport. I don't care about anything. I just want to win the league, bro. If they were to say tomorrow the league's gonna be cancelled but Liverpool are champions, I'd be like, cancel the league. Cancel the league. Get rid of it. Boy, just, yeah. We'll
Nemo,
take
to be honest, I wouldn't. I promise. If they cancel the league, I would rather us not win it than to be given the title, because we'd always be
That's a
known
lie.
as the people. I'm
That's a
telling
lie.
you right now.
That's a
I'm
lie.
telling
That's a
you,
lie.
this is official in front of everyone. We're always going to be known as the team that won it, without actually
Do
winning.
you know what? Do you know what? Last 15-second conclusions, one each. Gilly, go. What do you think? 15-second conclusion. What do you want?
The league to continue when it's safe and finish.
Nemo.
Yeah, I'm the same with Gilly. I think we shouldn't compromise safety. So whenever it's safe to continue the league, then I think that's when they should restart it again.
Nathan.
Only need 5 seconds. Hell no.
No. As much as I hate Liverpool, I love Klopp. So I think he deserves something this season. Even if we cancel it, I think we should cancel the league.
Yes!
Absolutely. But Klopp, not Liverpool, Klopp deserves to win. So I'll give that. But yeah.
So that's 3-on-1, yeah. So
As in, no, league should be cancelled, but Liverpool should get the title. Not because of Liverpool, because of Klopp. Just to be very
Alright.
clear.